Hello, my name is Hector. Welcome to a very beginner-friendly series playing Feed the Beast Revelation. Hello, how's it going? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a good day. Now, this is going to be a very beginner-friendly series. So if that's not your thing, that's fine. But if you are new to Feed the Beast or you are new to modded in general, well then this might be the series for you. This will work on different modded versions as well. Mostly, I'll try to make it as overarching as possible, but we are playing FTB Revelation in this series, so that's what most of the examples will relate to, but it should work for most other versions as well. So first off, you can see we have just a few different things running around, new trees, new generation, all of that stuff, but generally it is the same Minecraft that you know and love. So the first thing that you will see is this thing over here, this amazing thing, and it is sort of like the guidebook in vanilla Minecraft. Now some of this might look a little bit different for you depending on what mod pack you are playing. You might have different items here, and this might not be here as well. That is because I am OP, which means I can change game modes on this server and things of that nature. But basically, this is your biggest help in modded Minecraft. And this is called JEI, which stands for Just Enough Items. Now, in older mod packs, if you were playing in the past in 1.7 or lower than that, you might have something similar called NEI, which is not enough items, or something else entirely. But JEI is the big standard one that we are using nowadays, and it is brilliant. So it allows you to look up recipes. That is its biggest source of things. So if you look at oak wood, if you left click on it, it will show you how to make oak wood. And this is a crafting section. So this is a crafting recipe. You can see there's only one thing. So if we look at just oak wood planks, you can see, there you go. This is how you make oak wood planks. The various ways of making oak wood planks. And if you just mouse over, you can see that's Minecraft. Oak log, that's from the mod Steve Scarts 2, and there you go, we've got vertical oak wood planks from the Quark mod. So that is different ways of just crafting. But there are also these things here and these things here. These things here are basically different ways of using different machines of making oak wood logs. So if you use a lumber mill from Binny's Extras Trees, you can see different ways of making oak wood logs. That is just a way of doing that. And if you come here, this is different crafting ways of making oak wood logs. So planks, I should say. No, not logs, planks. So I hope that sort of makes sense. You won't be needing a lot of that. You'll be mainly focused on these methods, okay? Now, if you, for instance, if you right click instead, what that will do is show the uses of this. Okay, so rather than the recipe itself of how to make said item, it will show you the uses of said item. So recipes that use that item. So you can see you can make a bed, wooden swords, and here now you have two different things. So the top left and right arrows will do this, and the bottom left and right arrows will show you the different recipes of said tab. Okay, so you can scroll through there. If we go through there, it uses fuel. You can use oak wood planks as fuel in all of these different sections. You can use all of this to repair wooden swords, for instance, carpenter, and so forth. Now, say you want to look up a specific item. Perhaps you do. You don't want oak wood planks. You could, of course, look through like this and just click the left and right buttons. But that might not be what you want to do. Say you want to look up a furnace. So you can just type furnace. There you go. And you can see all the different types of furnaces, all the items that have furnace in their name. And there, of course, there you go, left click and you have that there. Lovely. Right click and it will show you the uses of the furnace. Very nice. Now, what about if you want to look up a certain mod? Well, if you do that, you need to put a little @ sign in front of it, and I was looking up Actually Additions. That's a mod that is in this pack. So you just type Actually Additions and you start typing it, and you can see it brings up all the items that are in Actually Additions, and you can see there's only 3 pages now, which is excellent. Now, you might want to find a specific item within a mod. And to do that, very simply, so let's have a look. There's a battery there, some batteries there. Say you want to look up just batteries within actual additions. You just put a space and then start typing, and you can see it does that. So that's a very handy thing to know. This is going to help you out. Now, another thing that you might want to do is look up different sets of items. So you might want to look up wood and stone. And to do that, you use a vertical bar. So that's there like that, which on UK keyboards, that is on the / key just next to the left shift button. So you could put wood and stone. So it will show you everything wood and everything stone related, which is another really nice way of doing it. Now, if you are in single player, you might have cheat mode on, and if you are doing that, and I'll show you now. If you go to that little wrench which brings up the options, you might have cheating enabled. So if we put that to true right now, put done, what you will find is that if you click something here, it will give you the actual recipes. And if you right click, yeah, you get something there. And I think if you shift click, you get an entire stack. So if you've accidentally left yourself in cheat mode and you don't want that, you can just set that to false, and you can do different things with these. You might want to hide some items sometimes. There's a lot of items of a specific mod that you might just want to get rid of. Send to search bar, all of these things you can mess around with. But just in case you do that, that is that. So that is a quick overview of JEI, just enough items, which should help you at least get some beginner's items. So why don't you go ahead, punch some trees, get some cobblestone, and we will continue with this beginner's modded Minecraft. Okay, so hopefully you have just a few basic supplies, nothing too grand, and let's continue. So one thing I didn't mention is that there are some other things that you can do. So search options. These are some search options that you can enable if you so want. So like the mod name, you could also do creative via creative tab, which are just creative only items, via color, via the ore dictionary, which is all the different ores that are, because this is modded. There are just not the standard vanilla ores, there are more ores. So that's just a little extra. Now, you might notice that we have a map. Look at that, we have a map in the top right corner. We have a map, which is lovely. So the way to do this, the way to get the map up, is generally you press J, the letter J. Now, if it doesn't work, which might not happen depending on the mod pack, you might have what's called a conflict. So go to your options like that, and then you need to go to controls, and you can see here all the different options. Now, this might look slightly different for you, but one button that we have here is show conflicts. So it will show all the conflicts that you have here. So you might need to sort that out. You might see that the map has a conflict. So create waypoint, and the map is called Journeymap, the Journeymap mod, and it should tell you what mod is causing the conflict, and you can set it to something else. So if I wanted to set toggle jetpack to something else, I just have to click on it, then set it to something else, and I can even reset it to the original key. I'm just doing things to apostrophe. Anything that I don't need, I just set to a key that I'm just not going to use. There are other ways of doing this. So you can search by key. So everything that has K, for instance, you could put that. And it searches by that, which is interesting. So those are just different ways of doing that. So just in case you've got a conflict, you can sort it out there. So Journeymap, I would say leave everything at its default settings. You can mess around with this if you like, but for now, for beginner, just leave it at your default settings. The thing that you will need, however, is the waypoints. Okay, so these are different ways of making waypoints. So if we put that one on, so you can see teleport, that is generally disabled in most places. Find, off, remove, edit, and chat. So you can put these into chat, which is a nice thing. But if I just turn this on, you can see if we come here, there it is, and you can see spawn on this server is 2,346 meters away, which is a very nice thing to have. But obviously that might get annoying, so you can easily turn that off if you want. Now, how do you create a new waypoint? Well, here is new, and you can see there's dimensions. So different dimensions, you can have different waypoints in. which is lovely, a very good thing. So overworld, you can click new on this menu here, or the default keybind is B, and it will bring this up here. So you can see you can put a name in, it gives you the exact location where you are standing, and you can give this little bit a different color as well. And you can put it enabled on or off. That's obviously we have stuff off at the moment, but let's do that, and let's just do home. There you go, save like that, and if you move away, there it is right there. So you can see the closer you get, it turns itself off, just not to be too annoying. But there you go, that is waypoints. That is a nice easy thing. Now let's get on to some actual mining and crafting. So one of the great things in modded is that we can expand our tools, we can get some better tools than the standard vanilla, and the big mod to do this is called Tinker's Construct. So to begin with, get your crafting table, your standard vanilla crafting table, and just put it in to your crafting grid like that, and you will get a crafting station from the mod Tinker's Construct. So let's have a look at Tinker's. So if we put in Tinkers, at Tinkers, if you remember, you can see it's got a lot of different options. Don't get too worried about that yet. We will go through at least the basics here today. So we will want, let's come over here and do it because it will be easier. Set it down. Now, the great thing about this crafting station is that you can put something in there and then you can leave it there, and you can even see it appears on the actual crafting station. So it's not like the vanilla crafting bench. It won't drop your items or put them back in your inventory. It will stay there, and that is a very handy thing to have. So how do we work with the JEI to make things? Well, if you remember, clicking left or right in here will give you a recipe, but you can also do it via here with the R and U keys. So R for Romeo will give you the recipe like that, and U for use will give you the uses. Okay, so for instance, I would like to make a furnace. So if we have a look, I don't know, recipes, obviously we need uses. So let's see, let's go through, and you can see all the different things. There it is. There it is. So furnace is right there. So if you want to put these items into the crafting grid, you click that button there, and there you go. Look at that. Amazing. We have a furnace. We have a furnace. Now, if for instance you wanted more than one furnace, so if we click on the R again, you get the recipe for that. We should actually do this in the crafting table, so make sure you do it in the crafting table. Click on that first. Click on R again to get that. And if you shift click, you can see it gives you more than one. It will just basically, as much cobblestone as you have, it will put them all in, and then you can make more than one. Now we don't want that, so that's fine. So we can get all of these back, and you might see I could easily then get everything back, and that's because there is in here a mod called inventory tweaks, which just means that you can mouse over things like that very quickly. It's just a quality of life mod. That's just a little thing. Now, some recipes have been changed, they've been added. So for instance, if you want to make sticks, rather than making wood first like that and then doing that, for instance, you can just do that, which is lovely stuff. Rather than making chests like this, you could for instance do that to make 4 chests. So some modded recipes are a little bit different than a standard vanilla, so look into those using JEI. But anyway, back to Tinkers. We want to make a full suite of Tinkers benches right now and get some good tools. So the things that we want, and remember, looking up an item within a mod, you just put a space, and we need a tool station. That's the first one that we need. So we need to make, there you go, a crafting table and a blank pattern. How do you make a blank pattern? Well, left click on that and it will show you. There you go, some planks, and you can see it changes. So this just means any plank of any wood variety and any stick from any mod or any wood variety. So you can see it shifts. But anyway, if you do that, we get 4 of those. Lovely stuff. We need to make a crafting table. And I clicked on the wrong one. There you go. Crafting table, and then let's make a tool station. There we go. That's the next one. let's put that down right next to it. And now you can see, if you click one, you can get to the other, which is lovely. That's an amazing thing that Tinker's Construct does. Next one we need is the part builder. There you go. Need a blank pattern and some oak wood, which we already have. There we go. We get that. Lovely stuff. Put that back there. And now you see if we click on any one, you can get to the other, which is great. Stencil table is the next one. Another blank pattern is needed and oak wood planks. There we go. We can get that and get that. And now lastly, we also need a chest. I can't remember what it's called. Let's have a look. Chest. There it is. The pattern chest. There we go. Another blank pattern and that. And look, you can see we hover over this now and we have none of the things that we need. And you can also make it like that. So a basic chest pattern with a blank pattern in. So let's make some more patterns. There we go. Oh, we did have a pattern. And we need a chest. We don't have, oh, that's why I'm not in the crafting table. That's why that didn't show. So let's make a chest. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. I didn't have the correct wood. So what you can see here is that it shifts through. And so for instance, there's the Minecraft chest, but the spruce, birch, and all the different wood chests, you can see I don't have that in my inventory. So that's a little bit annoying. But what you can do is you mouse wheel. You see it changes, and then if you press shift, it will hold it at a specific one, and you can mouse wheel until you get one that you want. For instance, so jungle, acacia, birch, oak. There it is. There it is. Can we go back? Can we go back? Trap chest, oak chest. There we go. So you could do it that way around. That's just another way of doing it. Let's get some chests though. Let's make the pattern chest. There we go. Let's put this down. And we can make some things. So put that down there and that down there. And that is lovely. Now, all of this you can access. Now, what can we do with this, you say? Which is a very good question. Well, first of all, let us make some more stencils, some more blank patterns, because we'll be needing those. So let's click on here. Let's get the recipe up again. Oh, we don't have any bits of wood. Let's do that. There we go. Let's make a few. Let's make a few. And let's upgrade our picks. So let's put all of these in here. And you can see I shift clicked that in, which is very nice. Very simple way of doing that. And what we need is we need the pickaxe head pattern. We will need the tool rod pattern. And we will also need the binding pattern. So you put that in there, and that links to the pattern chest. So that's actually where they are, and that mod just means that you can put them straight into there, which is lovely. Then we need to go over to the part builder. Okay, and you can see that's where they are here. So if you click on it, it will see, and you can actually see, look, it actually puts it in there, which is lovely, lovely stuff. And you can see you can choose the ones you are. So it's just getting them from the pattern chest. Very nice and simple. So what we would like to do is we need to give it some materials so we can actually make the thing. And you can see material value 1 stone. We've just put 1 in there, but we need 2. We need 2, so we need to add another one. There you go. And now we get a stone pickaxe head. Now we'll also need a tool rod. So let's give it some wood. Can we just put that in? Yes, we can. Material value 4 wood. It only costs 1, which is amazing. So that's why you get some wooden shards. Yeah, some wooden shards, because we only needed 1 wood. We used oak wood, which is equivalent of 4 wood planks, so we get some extra bits. And for the binding, you could just use wood as well. And each of these materials has different uses and qualities. And if you get here, when you logged into the world for the first time, you should have this book, Materials and You. If you don't have it, maybe you threw it away. If we look at it, the recipe, you just need a book and a blank pattern. Now the books, you might think leather is a bit annoying to get. Well, you can also use blank patterns and some string to make a book. So it shouldn't be too hard to get that, okay? And what we want to do, there's different qualities. And you can see tools, different tools that you have, which is lovely. This book opens like this, lost pages. You can click through like that. And if you want to go back to the beginning, you press that button there, tool materials. So what we will be wanting is some paper. just some paper for the binding, and I'll explain why in a second. I have some sugarcane grown here. Excellent. Let's get you. And I have some stuff in here as well. You can see some cheeky stuff. Let's make some paper. And there we go. That gives us 3 paper, same as usual. And if we go back into, you can see material cost 1. So 1, and now you can see one of these only has a 0.25 paper. So that will be 0.75. So we need one more paper. We need one more paper. So let's just get, for now, let's just get 2 of these. There we go. And I'll explain why we are doing this in a moment. Don't worry, it will be explained. So let's just shove this in here. There we go, 1 more will get us some paper binding. So let's get that out as well. And now we go over to the tool station. And these are all the different tools that you can make right now with the tool station. This is the most basic tool station. So these are all the things that we can make. So there we go, we click on the pickaxe and you can see these are the parts it requires. So you can shift click these in like that and like that. And then you can see there is the stone pickaxe. Now you can see there it's got the ecological and cheapskate and writable things. And ecological comes from wood. Shift for stats, there you go, and you can see there it's got 1 modifier and durability of 25. This durability of 15, which is very low, and you can see now the durability of 120, mining level iron, so it means it can pick iron and nothing further up. Mining speed of 4 and attack of 3. So you can see there, if you shift and if you control, you can see all the different parts. There we go. Now there we go, and we can do that. Now the good thing about this is we can use it and we can upgrade it. So if we do that, for instance, you can see it's taken durability. Very nice. And the reason I made it out of cobblestone, a cobblestone head, is because now we can come to the tool station. We can put this back in. We can put some cobble in here, and it is repaired by cobblestone, which makes it very cheap. So if you take a tool station with you mining and some cobblestone, you can easily continually repair this. Now you can see it's got XP. XP, level, clumsy, XP, 6 out of 2000. That's because I just mined some blocks. I'm presuming 6 blocks, which gave me 6 XP, which will level up. And if we look here, you can see at the bottom it says modifiers 2. And that means we can add different things onto this tool. And if we look here, if we look into the modifier slots, these are all the different things that you can add. The more modifiers you have, the more you can add. And the more you level up your tool, the more modifiers it will get. Now there are ways of adding more modifiers, and one of those ways is using paper, but you sacrifice some durability, okay? So let's just level up this tool a little bit. I have some stuff here. You can see I've got another one here that I already made. Let's get some redstone and let's get a diamond. Now, here's another thing that I haven't showed you yet. You can, once you're in an inventory like that or like a chest, you can, rather than shift clicking things in, say you only want 1 extra dirt. So rather than picking it up and doing that, you could also scroll the wheel. If you use your mouse wheel, you can scroll like that. You can see it's taking, so I shouldn't maybe use dirt. Let's use wood. Oak wood planks. If you scroll up, you give yourself some more wood, and if you go down on that, it's taking the wood away. So it's a nice way of doing it. If you shift click, obviously it will give you the whole thing. But that's just an extra way. Now it used to, if you middle click, there you go. If you middle click, that is an inventory tweaks thing. It will rearrange everything. So that's the same as doing that. So if we put that out, it will arrange everything. And you can arrange it in different ways. And if you want to know more about that, if you look at the inventory settings and play around with that, it will tell you. But anyway, back to Tinkers. Have I got? Yeah. Let's get that, and let's just get 1 diamond, okay? And this will make our tool a little bit better. So First of all, let's get that. You can see we have 2 modifiers. A diamond will increase the durability, which is great, like that. There you go. You can see now durability went from 128 to 628, which is a lot better. Mining speed got ever so slightly faster as well. It also increased our mining level. So you can see iron to diamond. It also increased our attack, and critically it lessened one of our modifiers. Can you see that? There we go. So that is that. But the great thing right now, the great thing is we can still do that, take some durability off, and if we head back, we can still fix it using cobblestone. There you go. Look at that. Lovely. Lovely stuff. So as long as you keep that that stone mine head, you will be able to repair it with cobblestone. Now, let's make it a little bit faster. That's one of the things that redstone does. It makes it faster. It adds haste. There you go. Haste. Now, this is just the first section. You can keep adding redstone as long as you have more modifiers. This is sadly our last modifier. We only have one more modifier, so we're going to add that. And you can see it only takes 50. And you can now see if we click shift, you can see all the things. Mining speed went up to 11.23, so a lot faster. So let's go do some more cobblestone, see how fast this is. Let's have a go. And you can see that is noticeably faster. So you can keep adding up, and the more you use it, the more XP you get. And you can see we're already on 19 of 2000. For each level that you gain, you will get another modifier. So use that and use that to your advantage and play around with all of the other tools. You can see if we come to the tool station, the tool station here, you can see all the different, you can do shovels, there is a hatchet, there you go, chops down wood, makes short work of leaves, there you go. The mattock is a versatile tool, wood, dirt, plants, also packs quite a punch. So there are different things that you could do. Make a sword like that, and there are different types of sword. There's the standard sword, there's a long sword which is quite big, and there is a rapier which is short but it's really fast, and it's the same with bows. Now you can upgrade the tool station, we will get to that, but I think that's all we're going to have time for today. Hopefully you should be able to mess around, get yourselves some good tools, or at least some decent beginner's tools, and go and explore. Go and do some caving, go and do some things like that. Hopefully that is a good way of getting involved in modded. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. I'd be very interested. If you feel I missed anything just in these bits, feel free to ask. And also, if you've got any beginner's tips that you would like to share with anybody watching this video, then please do so as well. I've been Ector. This has been how to learn modded Minecraft playing FTB Revelation, and in the next episode we'll continue on and learn some more. Thanks for watching, everyone. I've been Ector. This has been FTB Revelation, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.